Hey, what's up, guys? So, the presidential debate just ended, and I wanted to give my thoughts about it because I'm pretty sad about it. I really am. I'm pretty upset. And the reason why is because after watching that debate, I have officially come to the realization whether I wanted to accept it or not, today became that day where I have no choice but to accept it. Donald Trump is going to win the presidency. That's just what it is, okay? Here's a post that I made on my main channel. You're free to follow it if you want. But I basically said to the folks in my community on my main channel, I said, all right, folks, after what I saw tonight with this presidential debate, I'm 100% convinced that Trump is going to win the presidency. I'm not happy about it, but I've accepted the outcome and we'll just have to deal with it. Now, for those who don't know, I am a lifelong Democrat. I've been a Democrat ever since I first started voting at the age of 18. I do not discriminate or care if you're a Republican. I actually have friends that are Republicans. I have no issue with that. You can be, you can, whatever ideology you have politically or whoever you want to vote for is fine. I'm just giving you mine. I'm transparent enough to do that. I am a Democrat. I don't like Trump. That just is what it is. But that doesn't mean I'm going to live in clown world, okay? Biden did terrible. Absolutely terrible. And I actually don't even think Trump did that great on certain parts, but it doesn't matter. Everybody walked away from that debate thinking that Biden's chances of becoming president dwindled. They plummeted. They're lower than they were, you know? And let me just read the other part of this, because now that everybody has accepted that Trump's probably going to win, the scariest thing that I'm starting to see is on Twitter, you're literally seeing people that are a part of the Democratic establishment on social media literally saying that, yeah, Biden should step down. That's scary. I never thought I would have ever seen anything like that. Because remember, these rumors about Biden stepping aside have been going on for a while. I've heard that even back to 2023, I heard it. So in this last part of the post, I said there's also a lot of talk that they'll make Biden step aside and have Gavin Newsom replace him. But I'm not so sure that'll work. I think it's probably too late for that. It's looking like Trump will be president once again, and the Democrats have nobody to blame but themselves. I mean everything that I say when I say that. Let me actually go ahead and go to this article right here. There's actually articles already being written. U.S. presidential debate latest. Democrats already in talks to replace Biden after disastrous debates. Now, some of y'all might be wondering, why do the Democrats want to replace Biden? Well, if you think about it, there's still a pretty good amount of time. I mean, there's over like 125 days till the election. Like, there's still a pretty good amount of time. So the way that the Democrats are looking at it, and by the way, I used to work for the Democrats, actually. Funny enough, it's a true story. I live in Chicago. I used to work for the Democratic Party of Illinois. That is a fact. I really did work for them. So I have a little bit of an inkling of how they think, right? And the way that it's going here is the Democrats are like, okay, Biden looks weak. He looks old. He doesn't really look electable at this point. Because here's the problem. Democrats, I think, are smart enough to know that right now you're choosing between the lesser of two evils. And Democrats think, well, they're not going to choose Trump because he's crazy. He's got all these lawsuits. He's a convicted felon and blah, 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 right? The Democrats are wrong. People will vote for the guy with the criminal history and the lawsuits and the corruption and the January 6th. They will absolutely vote for that guy. Yes, swing voters and more conservative Democrats who have voted Republican before, they will vote for that guy over the guy who looks like he's dead on stage. Yes, I think the Democrats, unfortunately, it took the Democrats until today to finally realize that. They didn't realize that all that other time where Biden kept stumbling and falling and drooling and forgetting things and calling people the wrong names. And this report came out by like some sort of inspector general, when they were investigating Biden for, I think, the classified documents thing. And they said that he didn't even remember what year his son died. All those red flags. And it took until tonight for the Democrats to finally realize, holy cow. As much as we've told them that Trump is this, Trump is that, he's a terrible person, he's an evil person, he does this to women, he hates women, whatever, the Democrats have finally realized that, yes, people would rather vote for that than the brain dead guy. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Because at the end of the day, as president, you have to exert some sort of strength. You can't look weak. Today's debate, Biden looked senile, old, and weak. He looked weak walking up on the podium. He looked weak leaving the podium. When he left the podium, Trump just walked out all nice and happy. Biden had to be helped by his wife, Jill Biden, down the stairs off the podium. That is not a good look, okay? And here's the sad thing about these debates. You can't really avoid them. You just can't. When it comes to the general, you could avoid it during the primary, which Biden did. General, not so easy. And so, unfortunately, Biden had his opportunity to show the Democrats that they can trust him. That was his opportunity. That's all. You know, Biden only had one job, really. It was obvious that he could beat Trump in a debate for a number of different reasons. I'm not going to get into that. But all you had to do was look strong. All you had to do was look sharp. He couldn't even do that. It's a very sad situation. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this site called Predicted, but it's like the election market. There's an actual like election betting market where a bunch of smart people with money bet on certain outcomes, and it's a whole market. There's a bunch of people who bet on outcomes, and this is what happened. After the debate, after the debate, Gavin Newsom's numbers went up tremendously. Gavin Newsom's numbers almost doubled. Biden's numbers went down tremendously. What the gambling market, the political betting market is trying to say is that they believe that Biden is going to step aside and Gavin Newsom is going to replace him as the nominee. I'm still not 100% sure that's going to happen. I don't know. I'm not so sure. Maybe they are. I think it's probably too late. That's my honest opinion. If you were going to do that, I don't know why you took so long. I just don't. I'm not so sure that's going to work. Maybe it will because, hey, now you got a guy that's not brain dead. Maybe it will. I don't know. I'm not so sure. That's what people seem to think. I have no idea why Kamala Harris's numbers went up. If you look down here, you can see her numbers went up like 10%. I don't know why. To me, she has no chance. She has no chance of beating Trump. If Kamala Harris, if the Democrats announce today Biden stepping aside and Kamala Harris will be the nominee, Trump's going to win. Okay, let's just tell it like it is. So I don't see that happening. But just to overall give my thoughts, I think the Democrats messed up. The Democrats made the exact same mistake that they made back with Hillary Clinton. They put up a candidate that nobody liked, that, in my opinion, just wasn't really electable in this day and age. Maybe way back in the day, I don't know, but I don't think Biden's really electable either. Obviously, for different reasons than Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton's reason for not really being electable is different than Biden's reason. Biden's reason right now is, hey, man, if this were 15 years ago where you were still somewhat sharp and you were still able to be presidential and look strong, then, you know, hey, you could be the nominee. You could go ahead and run again. But you're just old, man. You're old and you've clearly significantly declined. And it's funny because when the debate ended, they tried to say like, oh, you know, he had a cold. That's why he performed. Like, cut the BS. You know, I think everybody saw through that crap. Oh, he had a cold. My butt. Shut up. Whatever. He had a cold. No, he just did terrible. So to wrap things up, I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't know if Biden is going to step aside, if he's going to stay. I don't know. But here's one thing that I do know. Donald Trump is going to be the next president of the United States. That's what I do know. I strongly believe that. Don't really like it. Not a fan of Trump. I don't think I'll ever be a fan of Trump. And that's just my opinion. But you know what? I'm not going to sit here and live a clown world either. Donald Trump's probably going to be president. He's very likely going to win. And the Democrats have nobody to blame but themselves. The Democratic Party screwed this up. And because they screwed this up, they pretty much gave Donald Trump an election. To me, it's Donald Trump's election to lose. Donald Trump, to me, would have to do something stupid to lose. As far as I'm concerned, he's pretty much got the election on a silver platter. He's going to win. That's just my opinion. Okay. Anyway, that's today's video. That's really all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.